हाय फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल। मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और नोटिफिकेशन बेल को ऑन कर दीजिए। यूनिवर्सल स्टूडियो का आज सेकेंड डे है और आज हम करेंगे स्टूडियो टूर। ये बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग है, तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं वीडियो।
Have your cameras ready, but keep an eye on them. We would hate for those to be damaged. Right now, we're making our way down the Universal movie timeline. So all the movie posters out here represent just a few of the thousands of films Universal has released in our over 100 years in the movie business. We've been here on this property for over 100 years making movies. That's a long time. You're welcome. No need to thank us, just enjoy. But let's leave behind the main streets of Motor Alley. Out here on the backlot, we can be anywhere in the world. So we're headed for a remote island off the coast of Costa Rica. Oh no, we messed up. Can we go back? That's not an option. I'm just kidding. We are headed to a remote island off the coast of Costa Rica. There you go. That's called a take two, you guys. Over here on the left-hand side, we can see the mobile lab from the Lost World Jurassic Park. If you look over your shoulder, you'll notice it's made out of plywood. So they wanted to design some... Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. No! We're under attack! Oh, no. Okay, everyone. First, 3, 4. You might have that back there. Sorry. Dinosaur. To be expected. It's Jurassic Park, after all. If you've never seen these movies, spoiler, the dinosaurs don't exactly stay in the cages. Kind of a major plot point for the Jurassic Park franchise. Now, one other thing you're going to notice, and this is in every single Jurassic Park movie, including the newest ones, anytime the dinosaurs escape in Jurassic Park, it starts raining. Right? So there is a reason for this, you guys. The reason is that rain looks cool on camera. That's basically it. Weather doesn't have to have anything to do with the story. It really doesn't even have to make any sense. It's only there to make things more exciting for the audience to watch on screen. So we have a little demo set up for you guys on the left. And you know what, just for fun, let's get a weather forecast from my uncle who works at the Today Show. So you guys probably know him. His name is Al Roker. Uncle Al, are you there?
Hi everybody, here's today's forecast for the Universal Backlot. It's going to be sunny and dry in 6 Points, Texas. Cool and cloudy in Little Europe. Expect snow and sleet on New York Street. And we've got a high chance of fog and precipitation for Skull Island, Amity Island, and Isla Nublar. That's your forecast for today. Now here's a look at what's going on in your neck of the lot.
Whoa, wait a second. Okay, he's saying we need to look out for a flash flood in Old Mexico. Oh, I don't know, you guys. That seems a little far-fetched. What we're looking at on the left is how we create rain on camera. So it's very simple. It's an overhead sprinkler. You'll notice that the water does not fall straight down to the ground because that doesn't look like real rain. So we like to tilt the sprinklers, and then that way the water falls on its own at an angle, which looks much more realistic. You'll also notice that... Wow. Okay, you guys... Always trust your local weatherman. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the flash flood, come on, that's a classic Universal attraction. Were you guys watching what I was doing up here? That's called acting. That's what it looks like up close. Yeah. You can think of me as Meryl Streep. I wear khaki pants to work with. Basically twins. The flash flood, that's created by releasing thousands of gallons of recycled water from large tanks up at the top of the hill. This is from the movie Big Fat Liar. just like Paul Giamatti's stunt double, we're getting washed away too, across the border in fact. So we left Old Mexico behind. And this is the Old West, our 6 Points, Texas. So this is the halfway mark of the tour. So just so you guys know, we're halfway through. At this point in the tour, they also like for me to remind you, please do not jump off the tram. If you need assistance, reach up, pull the emergency cord overhead. Great, everybody's got it. This set, you're going to notice as you take a look around, it's super dusty out here. It looks kind of... not like it's dirty, but it's just like dust is all over the place. So we've had a couple of different productions that have worked out here this year, and in order to make our Western set look a little bit more, 18th century, they're going to add in all of this paved, or this dirt over the top of these paved roadways. And it just makes it look like, old Western. In this little clip with Jimmy Fallon too, they've like added in all of these extras or background actors, and they're all wearing like cowboy hats and chaps and spurs. So this is how this set appears in another really big movie that's in theaters right now, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, starring Brad Pitt, Margot Robbie, and Leo DiCaprio. All of the scenes where DiCaprio plays like that aging Western television star, filming all the scenes on the Western TV show set, that's all 6 Points, Texas. They were here for a really long time over the summer, like 6 weeks. And then we also have Harrison Ford's new movie. It's called Call of the Wild. They were filming out there a couple of weeks ago. They just wrapped filming on that one. Over here on the left-hand side across the water, we have 2 more TV shows working out there. One of them airs on Amazon. It's called Homecoming. The first season stars Julia Roberts. The second season will star Janelle Monáe. So if you guys see her, just let us know. We'll make Armando stop the tram, because I don't care. And then the other TV show that's working across the water, Dirty John Season 2, which will air on CBS. The first season was on Bravo with Connie Britton. This is the edge of our property. We're going to take you guys through our Little Europe set. And Little Europe is a set that's very near and dear to our heart at NBC Universal. We call it The Good Place.
You, Eleanor Shellstrop, are dead. This location, the afterlife. Come on, I've never ever seen this. You're in the good place.
I'm not supposed to be here. Now, with The Good Place, this is a TV show that worked out here for 4 years, 4 seasons. They just wrapped their last season. That's going to start airing on NBC at the end of September, the end of this month. Seasons 1, 2, and 3 currently on Netflix. Little Europe also appears as Genovia in The Princess Diaries 2, Royal Engagement with Anne Hathaway and Julie Andrews. This is Spain in the movie City Slickers. Parts of it appear as Tortuga and Port Royale in Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl, and Roger Hammerstein's Cinderella with Randy and Whitney Houston. This is the Fairy Tale Kingdom. We're going to pass by the TV show Home and Family over here on the left, so I'm going to hop off the mic. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Sit tight. Universal. She's worked on 2 shows for us. Shades of Blue with Ray Liotta and World of Dance, which is still in production, still filming here. Most of these buildings don't really look like offices because these all started as dressing rooms for stars like Rock Hudson, Doris Day, Lucille Ball, Clint Eastwood. They all spent quite a bit of time here back in the 40s and 50s. This one on the left belonged to Alfred Hitchcock, so that's his silhouette up front. That was his office up until his retirement. Now we're coming up to our Metro sets, our first outdoor set that we'll see on the tour. The last sound stages that we'll see are back here on the left-hand side. And we've got a couple of really big TV shows that work out here. One of them is Will and Grace, starring Deborah Messing, Aaron McCormick, Sean Hayes, and Megan Mullally. You can see the signs of the parking spots on the left. You'll also see signs for a TV show called Good Girls, which works on the lot, starring Mae Whitman, Retta from Parks and Recreation on NBC, and Christina Hendricks from AMC's Mad Men. So, Good Girls hasn't filmed here too much just yet, but they probably will for their third season. As we come around, you're going to see this stage on the left. This is where we do Will and Grace. When Will and Grace is not here, they film America's Got Talent and World of Dance in this sound stage. Now on our right-hand side, this is our first stop on the back lot. This is our exterior or outdoor settings. So we're pulling up to Brownstone Street, and this is the most filmed location on the back lot. Here it is in the movie Bruce Almighty.
Place the dog!
In the shower!
Inside bad, outside good. Inside bad, outside good. Oh, you're done now. Great. B-E-A-U.
Now, Brownstone Street also appears in episodes of NCIS, Grey's Anatomy, How I Met Your Mother, The Mindy Project. It's in the movie Gone Girl. So that is our most filmed location. But, sorry you guys, I have to sneeze. But over on the left-hand side, this is the most famous location on the Universal property. This is Hill Valley, California. So that City Hall building that you see out there, that's actually the Hill Valley Clock Tower. And it's most recognizable from the 1985 film Back to the Future, starring Christopher Lloyd and Michael J. Fox. So up on your screens here, you guys will notice this is how this set appeared. This is about 34 years ago now, not exactly the same as how it appears today. And of course, you know, Universal Studios is not like a Back to the Future museum. We don't preserve these sets exactly as they were in a really recognizable movie, because then that means you can't use it to film again. Imagine you're watching like Will and Grace and then you see the Hill Valley Clock Tower in the background. Too distracting. So we're constantly changing these sets up. And that means repainting, remodeling, changing the landscaping, anything that makes this set look a little bit different each time that our audience sees it on screen, and that way we can keep using it over and over again. But we're going to leave behind small town America. We're taking you guys right through the middle of the big city. Welcome to New York. This set, you guys can actually see it in theaters right now, and it's in a really big movie. Some might call it the #1 movie in America. Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw, starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. There's actually a huge scene like right at the top of the movie where Hobbs, he's played by The Rock. Oh, I'm sorry, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And in this scene, he's like walking into a nightclub at the beginning of the movie. All of that is our New York Street set. And if you guys are a fan of, if you're fans of Fast and Furious, like the franchise, you may recognize this set. It's very prominently featured in Furious 7 as well. This is an area where we get to see a lot of really big sets. So you can do, you know, those big explosions. You can make it look like the city is being destroyed. Michael Bay filmed the first Transformers out here, that final battle scene between the Autobots and the Decepticons. A lot of that was done on our New York Street. CBS's SWAT with Shamar Moore, they filmed a episode out here where they transformed part of New York Street into a junkyard, which is really easy to do because these buildings around us are not real buildings. You'll notice that as you take a look in through the windows and the doorways. Most of these are what we call facades. That means they're a false front. So they're basically just the fronts and the sides of the buildings. That's really all that you see on camera, so that is all that we have to build. in just a moment here, we're going to head up the hill. And as we do, if you take a look off to the left, you'll notice behind all of our Metro sets, they're building our Halloween Horror Nights mazes. And that's the cool thing about these being fake buildings. You can have all of this stuff going on, and then all through Halloween, we can still film on our New York street. That area, you're going to see a lot of reality TV shows, The Voice, American Ninja Warrior, America's Got Talent, World of Dance, Lip Sync Battle, they all film out here. This movie, I know everyone's seen because it's on TV constantly right now. Captain America, the first Avenger, starring my husband, Chris Evans, as Captain America. Remember the scenes where he wakes up for the first time as a super soldier and he's like chasing the bad guy through New York? A lot of that done on our Metro sets. So we get to work with some very big names, big productions, big directors, like the Kiwi director, Peter Jackson.
It's the original King Kong that made me want to direct movies. I saw that movie on TV when I was about 8 or 9 years old, and I wanted to do film for again.
All right, everybody, get those 3D glasses ready, secure all loose belongings. I don't want to brag, but it was my boyfriend, Scuba Steve, who caught the shark. Did it all by himself, too. I think he's still... Oh, there he is. Yeah, so Steve is just, sweeping this area. Oh, no. Wait, Steve! Swim! Swim, Steve! Swim! Like, use your arms. What are you... Oh, he's so dumb. All right. Glad you got to meet my ex-boyfriend, Scuba Steve. Really great guy, not a good listener, as we all just saw. Tell you what, though, let's take cover behind this highly flammable wooden pier. Unattended gas station. Oh, okay. I don't want to scare you guys, but there's something in the water. Wait a second. You know what? I recognize this too. On the right, ladies and gentlemen, we just met our first celebrity, Hollywood heavyweight Bruce the Shark. You guys know Bruce. He's been terrifying grown men and small children alike since 1975. Now, all jokes aside, though, the shark we just saw works way better than the one Steven Spielberg used while he was filming Jaws, because the shark Spielberg used, that one sang on the very first day of filming. It really only worked with the shark in front. Did you guys know that? TV show Desperate Housewives
on
ABC. At least that's what it's most recognizable from. Most people remember Desperate Housewives very vividly. And you can still, Desperate Housewives is still on like Hulu. It's on ABC.com. You can still watch it. It's great. But How the Grinch Stole Christmas, starring, of course, Jim Carrey as the Grinch. So these are mostly made of styrofoam. These are also facades, just the fronts and the sides. Originally, all of this was built in sound stages on the front lot. But on the back lot, you guys, the Who's have a little bit more to deal with than just the Grinch. Out here, their neighbor is a real psycho. This is the Bates Motel over on the right-hand side. We can also see the psycho house up on the... Hold on. You guys, I thought I just saw Norman Bates walk into the Bates Motel. Yeah, that's him. Okay, we're gonna have to report this to the authorities. He's not gonna get away with it. Well, hey, Norman. Hi, didn't see you there. You know, it's so weird. None of us saw anything, so we're gonna go because we gotta finish up this tour. It's getting super late, so bye. Alfred Hitchcock. Unfortunately, though, for you guys, we are traveling past the house and into Norman's backyard, which is a disaster. This is one of the most intricate, most colossal sets ever constructed on our property. This is the crash site set from Steven Spielberg's sci-fi thriller, War of the Worlds.
Everything in the crash site set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around a vision that Steven had.
शूटिंग में जैसा होता है ना, प्लेन क्रैश हो गया है, वही दिखा रहा है कि प्लेन क्रैश होने के बाद जो शूट होता है वैसा ही होता है. सो फेक है.
Robbie, get in. Get in.
So to answer the number one question on everybody's mind, yes, that's a real airplane, an actual Boeing 747. It was brought here and destroyed specifically for War of the Worlds. So this entire set took 3.5 months, more than $250,000 to create, and it's only in the movie for 4 minutes. That's it.
We're moving your vehicle to a safe location until we have the situation under control. Until then, I want everybody to stay calm. Enjoy the ride. I'm taking care of business. Pops out.
My name is Roman Pierce. Pleased to meet you. My buddy Hobbs asked us to stash you with Sean for a while.
तो चलिए फ्रेंड्स, हम एंजॉय करते हैं इस टूर को. आप लोग भी देख के एंजॉय कीजिए और फ्रेंड्स एंड फैमिली के साथ इस वीडियो को शेयर कीजिए और अच्छा लगे तो इस वीडियो को लाइक कीजिए. तो मैं मिलूंगी और एक इंटरेस्टिंग वीडियो के साथ. तब तक के लिए बाय बाय. सी यू इन नेक्स्ट वीडियो. बाय.